The Meet the Fighter Aloha special continues with a visit to Gracie Technics and Hawaii Elite MMA. We arrived at Gracie Technics for their early pro practice, where we met Ryan Zaras. He's the head coach of the grappling at Gracie Technics and Hawaii Elite MMA. The recently renovated gym had an open layout, which allowed for the calming Hawaiian breeze to blow through. The team was already hard at work warming up, stretching, and preparing for the pro practice circuits.
So Ryan, what exactly is going on right now?
So these guys are doing basically MMA wrestling practice right now.
Okay.
Wednesdays is our wrestling focus, and we alternate, with gloves to pure wrestling, and today would be, MMA wrestling with punches and kicks.
How many instructors do you have here?
For Hawaii Elite, it's 2 instructors. It's myself that handles the grappling, and it's Charles Kipili Jr. that does all the striking.
Okay. And you have some top stars here coming out of Gracie Techniques. We're here at Gracie Technics with Max Holloway, UFC fighter. Max, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Feeling good.
Great.
Wednesdays is wrestling days, and that's what one of my weak points. So I hate Wednesdays, but you gotta get better, man. You gotta be a complete mixed martial artist, and you gotta come in and get the work done and work hard.
Absolutely. What got you into mixed martial arts?
I started kickboxing, and I was 16 kickboxing. I thought striking was the greatest, but then later on I found out that there was no road for a kickboxer. K1 was kind of dying and everything was going out. But then again, this UFC was coming up, these little gloves. We get to use little gloves now, and we got to learn the ground and stuff. So I just was intrigued, and I just knew once I started kickboxing and then started doing some grappling stuff, I knew what I wanted to do, and that was become a UFC fighter. My dream as a young kid growing up was actually to become a police officer, It's not something regular, but once I got into kickboxing at the age of 16, and by the time I was graduating high school, I was telling everyone that I was going to be a UFC fighter, and here I am, and hard work's paid it all.
What's been the biggest push for you as far as becoming a UFC fighter?
The town where I'm from. I'm from this part of town called Waianae, west side, west side of the island of Oahu, and we just frown upon. It's nothing really good comes out of it. There's a lot of good, but the media kind of plays us bad, So that was the push, We got talented kids over there, and I just want to show them that if I can do it, you can do it.
From what I'm finding out, is a lot of people here on the Rock seem to come up with a fight, and it's like eat, sleep, and fight.
Yeah.
Right? And so is that how it was? Was it a rough upbringing for you?
No, where I'm from, the city was, there's a lot of fights, but I wasn't a fighter. That was my younger brother,
Okay.
My younger brother was a feisty one, Till today, everybody trips out when my mom tells them, oh, Max is fighting, or when I first got into fighting, they were saying, oh, Max fighting. They trip out, oh, you mean Clem? And then they're like, oh, no, I mean Max. And they just found it funny that I was a fighter.
So what's next for you as far as mixed martial arts? What's your goal?
My goal is just to be a complete mixed martial arts. Of course, I want that UFC gold here in the future, but I just gotta take my time, take my steps, get better in my Muay Thai, get better in my boxing, get better in my wrestling. One day, hopefully become a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and just keep climbing the ladders and try to learn as much mixed arts as I can and just become a complete fighter.
Well, that sounds great. Sounds like a great goal. We really appreciate you being here with Meet the Fighter, and we look forward to watching your career and watching you progress.
No, thank you guys.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Max Holloway, UFC fighter, right here on Meet the Fighter.
Everywhere we go, there are fighters, brawlers, athletes, and real men. There are the outstanding individuals, game changers, and of course, the dominant teams. Hawaii Elite MMA is a look at a fresh approach to training, coaching, and combat sports. This is one of the best places to train here in Hawaii.
Our MMA team is called Hawaii Elite MMA, and it's basically, the combination of some of Hawaii's elite fighters. About a year ago, we all came together and, we created this team. So I've been working with Charles, on and off for a couple of years, and I think it was time for us to get together and kind of put our ideas in, and this is what came out of it. Let's go. Partner up. One guy going the whole time. Striking combinations, level change, close distance. Ready, go. Drilling speed. Really, for wrestling days, it's a takedown focus. So we have a lot of guys here that are strikers, but really the only way to win the round is to get the takedown. So we try and push them and test their strengths and weaknesses every single practice, and kind of get them out of their comfort zone. We're a private MMA team and kind of a private camp, so it allows us to really dial in and control what we need to teach and keep the level high.
Working out with pros like Max Holloway and Russell Doan showed me that even though I've been doing this for many years, there's always something that I can learn. These guys were sharp, technical, and fast.
We're here with the Hawaii Elite Fight Team with Russell Doan, UFC fighter, here on Meet the Fighter. Russell, how you doing today?
Great, I'm super good today, especially on this beautiful day,
Yeah. Did you grow up here in Hawaii?
Yes, I did. My whole life, just recently I took probably the most trips I've ever had this past year. Singapore, Australia, Brazil, a lot of trips to California.
Yeah. How long have you been training here at Gracie Technics?
For the past year, for one of my fight camps, Tachi Palace, my coach said I should change things up just a little bit, so we started training here. And we really liked it, so eventually all of us just made one big team.
What got you into MMA? Why are you an MMA fighter?
When I have no idea how old I was, but I was just flipping through the channels, and I just happened to hit a channel and I saw Rumina Sata do a flying armbar. I was like, oh my God, what is this? I want to do that. But just growing up, I just happened to do wrestling, I boxed, and it all transitioned perfectly.
You're going, what is your goal?
Everybody wants to be a champion, of course. But for me, making it, champion, build a legacy, do something, so after I'm done fighting, years from now when I'm 80, I can just do nothing,
So you're planning out a long career?
Yes.
Great. What else do you do? Is this all you do, or you do work?
This is all I do. I was a carpenter for years, and then I was actually on my job site, and I was finishing up a job site. When a bunch of my workers were cleaning up, and my manager calls, he said, we're going to Singapore. I was like, oh my God. So I called my boss, and I quit. And then that was it. That was done.
Quit the job, huh?
Yeah.
I've got better things to do.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your UFC career.
First fight was January 4th in Singapore. Honestly, if I'm be completely honest with myself, I feel like my last two fights, I kind of got nervous. My first fight, I was so excited to be there, and I just wanted to kill everything. And then, after that, I was like, oh man, there's so much hype. I gotta live up to it. I got nervous, and then I got that loss out of the way, so I feel like I can go in there and have fun. If you see me training like today, I'm the guy laughing, making a lot of noise. So it's all fun now.
What do you feel your strengths are as far as mixed martial arts?
I don't stop. I don't think so. I'm always trying to, get a takedown or take your head off or something. I'm always looking for an advantage.
How about family?
I got 3 sisters. I got my mom, my stepdad, just a whole family. I don't have kids or anything, but a lot of things I do right now, the way I live my dreams is I want to make a life for them as well. I want to be able to take away their bills and never have to worry about debt. That's one of my big goals is to just make life better for them.
Once again, we're here with UFC fighter Russell Doan here on Meet the Fighter. Russell, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure. you doing, Max Holloway? Good, good, good.
Okay, now I'm gonna lift his head up as I kick my leg down. With your mind. Okay, so I'm trying to first escape. I'm trying to get free. It's not working. Whizzer, head in the net, wrist control. Okay, I'm gonna lift his head up as I keep my leg free. Post the leg, go right by. Okay. Let's go. One guy going the whole time.
Ryan Lazarus was an excellent coach. You can really see how his approach to MMA, using his Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, is really effective.
Whizzer by.
The name is Gracie Technics. Tell me a little bit about that.
You know, Technics stands for, basically means art and technique.
Okay.
You know, so Gracie Technics is the art and technique of Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. You know, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu in itself is not just techniques. You know, there's an art to, you know, using proper leverage and technique and strategy, and a lot of that is, you know, missing in today's, I would say today's Jiu-Jitsu. So. Okay, I'm gonna push his neck and his hip away. Okay, my leg is gonna switch to inside leg position too. So if he tries to dump me, it's kind of loose his leg. He loses a lot of leverage here. Okay. Once I have my balance, I'm taking a small step and I take it back. I can't evade. Switch your head position, leg inside. Okay, from here, it's very hard for him to take me down. I'm gonna take a step, reach for his hip, this is it, and take it back. Go!
You know, that's what makes your team different, your training different than others?
It's an aspect of it. It's an aspect of it. I think, you know, we have a good, you know, depth in our understanding and our teaching of the art, and it shows through with the fighters.
Hi, I'm Tyson Johnson, and when I'm in Hawaii to meet the fighter, I use Hawaii Discount Car Rentals for all my transportation needs. We're right here at Gracie Technics with Dustin Kimura, UFC fighter. Dustin, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, How you doing?
Good, good. We just had a great practice, man. You guys were working hard out there.
Yeah. Pretty tired.
Yeah. Is this what you go through every day?
Yep. Every pro practice is just like that, either wrestling or, you know, sparring hard, you know, jiu-jitsu right after.
Yeah. What got you into mixed martial arts?
I started doing jiu-jitsu during high school with Ryan Lazarus, and just from there, he brought me up, started fighting some amateur MMA fights after jiu-jitsu tournaments, and then turned pro, and I'm here now. I got into a lot of trouble in high school, you know, got into a lot of fights, you know, arrested a bunch of times, and, you know, my dad sent me to start doing jiu-jitsu and kind of channel all of that. And, you know, Ryland's a great teacher and mentor, and, you know, kind of put me in check, you know, humbled me every day, so, you know, it changed a lot. Before I started, I would have never thought I'd be, you know, in the UFC and, you know, making a living, you know, fighting. I was doing a lot of bad things, and, you know, thought my life was gonna go in the opposite direction. You know, everyone around me thought that as well, and, you know, it's pretty awesome to look back now and see where I am today.
So you really turned it around. I'm glad you're proud of that. That's
yeah, for sure. You know, I have kids now, and, you know, I know how to steer them in the right direction.
Dustin Kimura is like a story inside of a story. The strength he found in redemption and turning his life around through jiu-jitsu and MMA is humbling and inspiring. He is a testament to change, drive, and commitment. Anyone can learn from that, not just fighters.
Motivation right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell me a little bit about your UFC career. What are your plans there?
Right now, my UFC career's been pretty rocky starting out. Been pretty inconsistent, win, lose. And right now it's time to, you know, turn things around, you know, start, you know, get on that win streak, you know, put a lot of things together, and, you know, that's what my plan for 2015 is.
Sure. What do you have to do to turn that around a little bit?
Well, one thing is I'd always work and train. You know, I never, even up until, you know, just this past year, I had a real good job, and, I'd always just train after work, and I was never a full-time fighter, and that's, I think that's the biggest, the biggest thing was, I worked 10 hours at the hospital. It's like that's 10 hours in the gym that I was missing, and it's with kids, it's hard to walk away from that income, but it's what you got to do. I'm just putting everything out into my training and my performance, and I go in there to finish fights or get finished, and I just go out there and put out awesome performance, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Well, we here at Meet the Fighter would like to thank you, Dustin Kimura. We'd like to thank your father and, of course, Rylan for steering you on that right track, because we enjoy watching you fight and we look forward to watching you progress.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here on Meet the Fighter. I understand you guys just making changes?
We did a renovation just a couple of weeks ago. It used to be 2 spaces, actually there was a wall right here. So we broke down the wall and we combined the spaces. We got new mats. We changed out and kind of did a little facelift for the gym. Yeah. So it's just part of the bigger goal, bigger vision. Gives the guys a little bit more, room, a little more safety.
Yeah, definitely. We're here at Gracie Technics with UFC fighter Louis Smolka. Louis, how you doing today?
I'm great, man. How are you?
Great. Is this what you're doing every day?
Yeah, this is pretty much how it goes every Wednesday, wrestling practice. Then we'll do some no-gi and stuff.
Okay. How long have you been here?
Been here for a little over a year with Rylan and Charles as my head coaches.
Okay. What got you into MMA?
I always liked fighting as a kid. Like, I always did karate and stuff. I always thought fighting was really cool. I actually wanted to do WWE when I thought it was real when I was like 5.
It's not real?
No. I thought it was though. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do. But then I found MMA when I was watching, I think, the 2nd season of The Ultimate Fighter.
Okay.
When Rashad Evans beat, I think, what was that dude's name? Brad Imes.
Yeah.
Brad Imes, yeah. That was like the first fight I ever watched, and I thought it was real cool. So that's what I wanted to do ever since. I grew up a little bit more to the west. I grew up in Kapolei. Me and my friends, we used to kind of like grapple to like settle arguments and stuff. Like that's why it's like, if somebody owes somebody money, it was like, hey, you owe me $20. Okay, well, we're gonna grapple for it. Like things like that.
Did you win most of the time or lose?
I got beat up a lot. I was the smallest one. I used to get beat up. Yeah.
So now though, it's a different story, right?
Yes and no, because then I'm the smallest guy in the gym, so I still get beat up. So.
Tell us a little bit about your UFC career, how that happened.
I went 6-0, mostly on the Asian circuit, and then so the UFC called, and I was ready to fight. I was stoked. That's what I always wanted. I was excited.
And how's that going for you?
It's going pretty well. It's pretty awesome. I'm loving it.
What's your
I
record
wouldn't rather do anything else. 8-1.
8-1.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your goals. I mean, what are your plans for your MMA fighting?
I want to be a champion one day. That's what everybody does this for, right? You want to be the best. So.
Well, if you don't, you shouldn't be in it.
Yeah.
What do you think you need to do in order to achieve that goal?
I need to work hard. I need to be in the gym a lot, and I just need to keep constantly working on getting better, work on new things every day, not kind of let my techniques get stale.
Do you do anything else? You working for a living, or is this all you do?
Oh, this is all I do. This is what I do day to day. I have good parents, so I still live at home with my mom and dad.
Oh, cool. Good parents. Let's hear it.
Yeah. Everybody in the gym kind of motivates me. Max, Dustin, Russell, Yancy, Lowen, like all our high-level guys. They're all kind of our inspirations.
What would you like to tell your fans out there?
I'd like to say thank you for supporting me, and that hopefully I'll be able to keep entertaining them and keep putting on great fights. Thank you for coming, man.
Here with Louis Smolka, right here on Meet the Fighter. Hi, I'm Tyson Johnson, and when I'm in Hawaii to meet the fighter, I use Hawaii Discount Car Rentals for all my transportation needs.
Okay, so I'm going to get to my sitting position. Matt's trying to pass first. He's framing. Well, I'm framing. He backs away, and I block the hip. He goes back, and I sit up here. I'm trying to push him forward, but he's actually fighting me with his knee. Yeah, he's putting his weight back. So this hand is basing, this leg is basing. So I want to push him forward. When he goes back into me, I'm going to swing this back leg here. I trip him. I'm going to come right up into a leg pin. So if he tries to kick me away or fight, he can't go anywhere. From here, I can do the same type of mounting technique. Right, figure four the legs, work my way to the mount.
It's a mixed practice. We just change your focus. You know, so after the wrestling, you know, we'll do some drilling. And then we'll do some groundwork.
Okay.
But we try and get a good mix every single day. It's just certain days are certain focuses. You know, we're fortunate. You know, it's a very small gym, but high level of fighters. You know, we have 5 currently fighting in the UFC.
Okay.
It's been a great experience to work out with Team Hawaii Elite MMA. Ryan Lasaris and Charles Capilli Jr. have put together a phenomenal team of professional fighters. They train hard every day, so there is so much to learn here. Gracie Technics has the tools to make you a better fighter and even a better person.
One girl from Paris. Let's go, gotta push yourself. We fight harder in the end.
I don't really believe in just training for fights. You know, fight camp is really sharpening our skills, and a lot of the growth happens in between fight camps. The mission, I guess, for Hawaii Elite is you know, to produce a world champion. You know, I want to get the right coaches and the right fighters, you know, all together, and you know, keep growing. You know, with no limits, no boundaries. You know, and I think we have that group, you know, established. And we just got to keep building.
1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3!
Really appreciate you allowing us to be here at Gracie Technics and Hawaii Elite, and appreciate talking with you and meeting with some of your fighters. I look forward to watching you guys progress and seeing some great things that you guys have to do here in the MMA world.
Thanks, appreciate the opportunity.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here on Meet the Fighter. Meet the Fighter.
Meet the fighter.
You're watching Meet the Fighter.
You're watching Meet the Fighter.